Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia, and in today's video I will be discussing 3 tips on how to be a professional vendor for property managers. Property managers. Number 1. This is a big one. Own up to your mistakes. If you go on a job and you are called to fix something, whether it's painting or you're doing a flooring or you're putting on a toilet, a garbage disposal, a faucet, and something just goes wrong. Something just, if a toilet, you didn't really caulk around the edges. What a flooring, you forgot to put on the what's that strip called? To separate the floor from the tiles. You forgot to do that, or you didn't glue it down a little properly. You forgot to paint the baseboard. You just gave that one little coat and that one coat of paint, and it needed another touch, and you just didn't do that. Or you just skipped out on the closet. You're like, oh, running short on time. Let me just not do the closet, and they have to call you back. Don't ghost them. Okay, don't just run away. Go back, fix what needs to be fixed, and improve. Learn from your mistakes. Learn what you did wrong and improve on it. Make sure that it doesn't happen again. Or make the steps to address and be aware of what causes that to happen and work on fixing it. They like that. They like when you can own up to your mistakes and improve. That's great. Number 2. When you're going into a tenant or a resident's home, I think we can say that. Yeah, when you're going into their home, be kind, be friendly, be open. If they want you to take off your shoes, or not even that, ask them if they want you to take off your shoes. Be friendly like that. And when you're doing work and you see that there are things that are in the way, let them know, hey, I'm gonna be working in this area. Would you mind moving this so that the dust doesn't go on this? Or let them know, hey, I'm gonna be covering this so that dust doesn't fall on your couch or on your bed. Just being friendly. Smile, not being angry, because when you're going into their space, they don't want to feel oh, this person seems mean, or they didn't even ask me to move my belongings and they're touching my stuff, or they just cut a piece of the drywall out and now dust is falling all over my bed, and they're not even gonna clean it up. Things like that. If the tenant is happy, that will make the property manager feel hey, okay, this tenant is happy. I can entrust that this vendor can go to another property where another tenant is, and they'll be okay. Because anything happens, the tenant is just quick to text the manager hey, this guy or this girl, they came into my house and they did XYZ and I don't like it. Boom. That just, there you go, wondering, oh, I wonder why I'm not able to get more work from this manager. And you realize that you were not friendly, you weren't smiling, you just walked into their house with your dirty shoes, you didn't clean up after working. Simple things like that. Lastly, this is number 3. Most importantly, communication. What does that mean? Being on time, for example. If you say that you're gonna come at 9 o'clock, come at 9 o'clock. And if you're not coming at 9 o'clock, let them know that you're not coming at 9 o'clock. It sounds simple. It sounds very simple. okay, I understand things can happen. Like you can be at a job and you thought it was going to take you 2 hours, and then you realize that you're gonna need an extra hour. Let the tenant know. Let the tenant know. Like, hey, I'm gonna be late. I'm in the area and I was expected to arrive at this time, and I'm going to be delayed. I'm going to arrive at a new time. Does this still work for you? Or what is really awesome is just have an arrival window and just say, hey, I will arrive between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Or I don't know, I guess for plumbers, like it's kind of hard to determine their time schedule. This is where it kind of like gets a little shaky when you're working with other vendors and who may not know how long they're gonna take. Where I come in, I would have told the tenant, listen, their arrival windows between this time and this time, or are you gonna be home the entire day? Do you have anywhere to go? And then keep them updated. Let the tenant know what your time schedule is. Because if you say you're supposed to come at 9 o'clock and you don't come at 9 o'clock, or if you give them an arrival window that you're coming between 9 and 11 and you're not going to come between 9 and 11, at least let them know like around 9:30, 10. Like you're not like your schedule is getting a little like so, hey, listen, I might be a little late. I might come outside of the arrival window. Does that time still work? Is it okay if I come after 11? Just give them like a little heads up, like you might be late. And then if it's like 10:30 and you realize you still haven't left your previous job, I'm just giving these hours as an example. Like 10:30 and you realize you haven't left yet, and just say, hey, I haven't left yet. I'm wrapping up. If you are wrapping up, or if you're not, like I will need like another 30 minutes at this location, and then afterwards I will be heading your direction. I'm only 15 minutes away from you. I will let you know when I'm heading out. Is that okay? Keeping them updated on what's happening, or if you work with, like if you're contracting, you have to let the office know, like, hey, I'm delayed on this job. That's where I would come in and say, hey, they're running a little late, XYZ, does this time still work for you? Therefore, when you let the tenant know what's going on, they won't end up texting the manager like saying, hey, this guy's not here. He said he was supposed to come at 9 and he didn't come. He said he was supposed to come between 9 and 11 and he didn't show, or he didn't come at all today. And then that makes you look bad. Then the manager has to stop what they're doing and go chase you and figure out, hey, are you actually coming? And then you realize why you're not getting any work. So let's sum it back up. 3 tips on how to be a professional vendor to property managers. Number 1, own up to your mistakes, fix them and improve. Number 2, be kind to the tenants. Like if you're going to their house, ask them if they want you to take off your shoes. If the area that you're working on, they have other items in the area, like ask them like, hey, can you move this for now? I will be working in this area. If you make a mess, clean it up. Simple things like that they like. And number 3, most importantly, communicate your arrival time. Like if you're gonna come at 9, or if you realize that you're not really sure how long certain jobs are going to take, set an arrival window. Oh, I'm going to come between 9 and 11, or I'm going to come between 1 and 3. Or if you need 3 hours of your arrival window, say I'm coming between 1 and 4. Let them know. And then if something happens on a previous job, keep them updated, like, hey, I'm going to be a little late, I'm running late, XYZ, and everyone's going to be happy. Communication tips. Alrighty, folks, I hope that helps one of you as you service property managers. And I will see you on another video. Bye for now.